this is Johnson. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Or might he go for it?
They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Rudolph on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Goes underneath for Bell. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. First down, it's Rudolph. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Rudolph. A screen to Bell. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Rudolph. Man open left side is Brown. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Rudolph with 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Blue 90.
2nd down, Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They go play action. Mayfield steps away. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Browns send out their punter now. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Detroit!
Rudolph on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
That's it, baby. That's it.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Here's Rudolph. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The first down carry here for Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play fake. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got more time, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Mayfield off the play fake. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Now
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Rudolph now to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Johnson trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Mayfield to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and that takes us from second to third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check, Patriot! Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And the blitz does come. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Detroit!
Now Rudolph. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Let's take it inside his own 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Mayfield looks to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
1st down, Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Green 39. Green 39.
Rudolph looking to throw it. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set. 319. 319. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Here we go now. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now it's Rudolph. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Second and 10, Rudolph again. And his throw here is incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. Third down here.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Rudolph looking to throw. He'll get this one to Switzer. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rudolph throwing on second down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Over. Here we go now. 319. 319.
4th down, desperation time for Rudolph. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Set.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Detroit. Detroit. Here we go now. 319. 319. Detroit. Detroit. Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. shotgun snap for Rudolph. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. After the interception, here's Rudolph. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw, Rudolph. This is Bell on the dump off. Room past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Ah!
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. That's complete over the middle of the countaway. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Rudolph following the fumble recovery. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, Green 39. Detroit, Detroit. Over.
Here's Rudolph. It's complete to Brown, right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Rudolph now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out.